Australia have annihilated India and closed the first test match on the third day itself. Hi, I'm Jatin and you're watching Jatin Scorecard. They say cricket is a funny game, but I'm left shaking my head in disbelief at what I saw today at the test match. It actually wasn't funny, it was tragic if you're an Indian fan. India were bowled out in 21.3 overs for their lowest ever test match total. Not a single batsman from the Indian team reached double figures. The day started off with Mitchell Starc bowling 3 probing overs, but it didn't look anything out of the ordinary. You're expected Starc to bowl accurately, you're expecting him to bowl at pace, so that's what happened. But what happened after that could not have been predicted by anybody. What we saw after those initial 3 or 4 overs was an absolute masterclass by Josh Hazlewood and Pat Cummins. Hazlewood was unplayable today, absolutely unplayable. They say that the holy grail for a fast bowler is that you should try and hit top of off stump. And every ball which Hazlewood bowled today would have hit top of off stump. He bowled a length which was maybe 5 or 6 inches closer to the batsman than what he did in the first innings. And from that particular area, he found such venom in terms of bounce, and he also found seam from that area. The ball which he got Mayank Agarwal was an absolute beauty, and then he backed it up with the ball which pitched up a little bit and swung. If the ball to Mayank seemed a bit more, the one which got Rahane actually swung a bit more. So he cleaned Agarwal and Rahane up in 1 over itself. India looked really defensive today, and I can sense that this slightly intimidated approach, slightly defensive approach had a lot to do with the lead. If India had held on to their catches in the first innings, that lead which turned out to be 50, that lead could have been maybe 100, 110 runs. And when you go out to bat in the third innings with a lead of 100 behind you, as opposed to a lead of 50 behind you, you go in with a much clearer kind of outlook, you go in with a lot more confidence. But India today actually looked underconfident. They looked, all the batsmen looked tight and tense at the crease. And as a batsman, I can tell you that that's the worst feeling in the world. If you're feeling tight, if your hands are gripping the bat a little bit too tightly and you're not relaxed, now that's the worst mindset and physical setup with which you want to go into at the crease. And every Indian batsman looked as if they were just tense and they were just waiting for something to happen, and that's exactly what happened. I thought that the Indian batsmen could have played a little more kind of aggressively to start off with. In terms of aggression, I don't mean going for the big shots, but trying to look for the singles. I think what's happening with this Indian setup, the batting setup, is that bowlers are being given the chance to bowl to one particular batsman for a number of balls in a row. So for example, Hazlewood to Pujara knows that Pujara is not going to try and look for that aggressive single, and he can plan and set up that over really nicely. So I think that's an area of kind of improvement and introspection for the Indian batsmen, that how can they try and rotate the strike a little bit more. Hindsight is 20/20 vision, I agree, and Hazlewood was fantastic today. You just sometimes have to hand it out to the bowlers, and Hazlewood and Cummins were just fantastic today. They didn't put a single step wrong, and yes, I realize that this is the worst ever total of India, and 36 all out, and all out in 21 overs. But there was really nothing that the batsman could do today, apart from what I said earlier, which was being a little more aggressive. Batting is not easy. It takes one ball to get you out, and batting on such a testing pitch, which was spongy to start off with, but today actually quickened up and had a little bit of lateral movement as well. So batting yesterday was tougher than batting today, I thought, and that's where I would really like to call Tim Paine out, because that innings of 73 and those 2 or 3 partnerships which he stitched up really took Australia to within 52-53 runs of India's total, and that was the pivotal factor in this test match. India now have their backs to the wall for the rest of the series. To compound matters and to complicate things, it looks like Shami might be out of the next test match as well. Only diagnosis over the next couple of days will shed more light on it. Australia, on the other hand, will be expecting for David Warner to be fit and to be joining their ranks. So the Boxing Day test match is another, it's going to be another humdinger on the 26th of December. Let's hope that the color change from pink to red works in India's favour. That's it for today. Turned out to be a rather short test match than what we had hoped for. But do leave your thoughts in the comment section, like, share, subscribe to our channel as well. And if you have any questions for me, write to me on my Twitter account with the Ask Jatin hashtag.